Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are just minutes away from the dramatic season finale. I'm gonna get my lighting right. For Ryan watches The Bachelorette! Where is it? On a bike! Alright, so we got a recap here. We had 3 guys, now we have 2. Greg left last week because he poured his heart out all over Katie, and Katie was just like, I love looking at your face. He says, I'm done here. Ba-bam. Goes home forever? Maybe? She now wants to go home. Which led to a desperate decision. She says, I want someone to book my flight home. And now, we begin the season finale. 3 hours. Strap in, folks! He leaves. She's done. She wants to go home. And where do we leave off tonight? Well, we're about to find out. I love the picture of her and her cat in this hotel room. Like, she moved in and was just like, I gotta have this picture of me and my cat if I can't spend time with my cat in, what is this, New Mexico?
To fall in love, and you want to believe that it's going to work, and you really start to question if it's worth continuing.
Is she just straight up gonna give up? How are we filling the next
With you on the other side
2 hours and 50 minutes?
spoken to him since that goodbye? Nope.
She hasn't talked to Greg.
Say to him?
She's gonna talk to Greg.
I mean, no, I really don't. You know, it's tough because
Crush, what do you think?
it has this anger.
Crush, we need your
and
thoughts.
sadness. You know, it's disappointing.
Fine. And we're back to the Hyatt Regency, what looks like a prison, but is apparently a resort. And Katie doesn't know what to do. So, I feel like we've seen like 10 different scenes this season with her hotel room, and neither room looks the same. Like, it's like she's been in like 10 different rooms this whole season. I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but like that does not look like the same room that she locked herself in and said she was gonna leave. And also, thank goodness, like, the show is not like a live kind of thing where like Justin and Blake are sitting there watching this happening thinking like, well, we're second and third best, so, because Greg went home and now she's got to pick between the two of us. Awkward. So the guys have no idea that Greg left yet. Like, they're just kind of chilling there like, well, this is strange. Also, I'm trying to figure out what the weather is like at this resort, because Justin looks like he's dressed for November. Blake looks like he's dressed for July. Number 1 of the season finale, Blake. Why did they make him walk this far to get to her? Like, she's just standing there like, come on! Oh, now she can run to him. That was uncomfortable. They are having a water balloon toss where the water balloons are filled with paint. I actually don't hate this one, really. The horse thing's a little strange, but this is a lot better than some of the previous dates. Blake and Katie are walking somewhere in the middle of the woods, and Katie kind of looks like she's First Lady of the United States, dating an H&M model. He just said, I love you.
It's scary to say, because...
And, of course, Katie said she's not going to say those words until she, like, gets to the very end. So... I just hope he doesn't pull a Greg. But she just said it back! Is Justin just an afterthought? I feel for him. Ah! So again, they're just like hitting it off on so many levels after Greg has left. Greg's basically forgotten. Justin, I think we're all forgetting still, is on the property. And I feel like she's chosen Blake before we've even given Justin a shot. And we still have 2 hours and 15 minutes to go.
As you've heard,
Is she about to just dump Justin without even giving him a chance?
that was a tough thing for Blake, and in that,
I gotta give my signature Justin impression.
And that is something
Poor dude.
I can only say to one person.
Ah. Also, it's 9 o'clock. There's still 2 hours left of the show.
But given
Is she dumping him?
I now feel about Blake,
What are they filling 2 hours with? It's so sad!
Thank you so much for being here.
Goodness!
That was such an emotional goodbye. I can only imagine now.
What a transition. Like, they straight up were just like, all right, we're going to have her dump Justin and cut to the live studio audience and sit him down and just be like, well, you just watch yourself get dumped. Thoughts? You know, honestly, I don't think they want to make a trend out of, like, throwing, like, former guys onto newer seasons. But honestly, Justin would fit great on Michelle's season. Just a thought. So now we're meeting Katie's family. Blake is meet them. I feel like we don't ever, or we haven't gotten this far in the in a while. Like, usually it's like down to 2. Girl picks guy. There's a proposal. Game over. But now it's like he's the only one left. He's meeting the family. And then what?
They have different jobs, different careers. And, I mean, he seems like a nice guy, but when it comes down to the brass tacks, is Blake strong enough that is female in our family? So what made you want...
Oh, they're about to throw the hammer down on Blake.
Well, I'm just glad to meet you, and she seems so happy. And that's all that matters to a parent.
So basically, mom is happy. Aunt is terrified of the logistics of the whole entire thing. And, I mean...
2 years from now, then you've done a good thing.
I mean, he wants to go to Africa a bunch of times. He also lives in Canada. She doesn't live in Canada or Africa. Makes it a little tough. I was about to say I got mixed berry and spinach smoothie for the last 90 minutes, but I just swallowed like
I'm just full of doubt.
nothing but like pulp
Right now,
or like seeds or shredded up. I don't know what I just swallowed, but it wasn't smooth.
To take your relationship to the next level, in New Mexico, we have a special tradition. Every year, thousands of people gather together for the burning of zozobra on pieces of...
What in the world is that? A couple of weeks, and I've always been like, what is that thing?
ever since I can remember, the feeling of being stagnant in life I dread. And when I get there, I act on changing. I've always set new goals, reach and drive for new opportunities, and look for ways to feel better about myself.
Oh, we're getting deep
With
with
that,
what is this thing? By the way, I know this is a serious moment on the show, even though there's a scary puppet dude in the background. But anyway,
all of those
Blake's saying that one of his insecurities is being picky on who to date after going through 2 bachelorettes before Katie.
And letting go of everything.
So they're taking their fears and they're sticking it under the like dress of this scary looking demon thing. They're taking it. Is this Survivor or The Bachelorette? Is it gonna talk?
and well, yeah, naturally. I just won't write from this.
Tasha just sits him down on a picnic table with 6 engagement rings and silence.
This is nerve-wracking.
My man is terrified.
It's also
Katie, I love her a lot. But the I love you that comes with a ring is just different from another I love you. Just you're making
How many different types of I love you exist? That has been a debate over the last like 5 episodes. Was it during the Men Tell All? One of the guys was like, well, there's I love you and I'm falling in love with you and I'm in love with you. They
comprehend what you're about.
also,
I
Blake said, "I'm sorry, Tayshia, I just need a minute," and stepped like 4 feet away from the table. Like, she's still, like, right there off camera. Usually if I need, like, a private moment, I'm not like, hey, let me step away. And then I just step out of the chair and stand in the same spot. It's engagement time? Question mark? Will the cat mom be engaged or single within the next hour? How are they fitting this? How are they stretching this to be 58 more minutes? Caitlin and Tayshia walk down the trail at what looks like a dead field just outside of the C&O Canal.
This could really be a fantasy ending for Katie. Or a complete nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Oh, thank goodness we made a turn. I was like, are we just gonna run over the hosts? Tayshia needs to, like, relax. Goodness. Hey, here he is. Katie is waiting. Now follow the strange gravel road to the river. I always love the dramatic action movie music that plays in these very moments. Bum, 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 bum. And just imagine it without the music when they filmed it. Just the awkward silence of walking down these lanes. Oh boy.
The night that you said that you loved me changed my life forever. Because I knew in that moment I wanted to love you for the rest of my life. You and only you. You have made me the happiest woman alive. And in a world of change,
Blake is like half
constant,
in love, half terrified out of his mind. Well, this is uncomfortable.
It's easy to look around and feel like we're dreaming and living out what's basically felt like a fairy tale.
This doesn't sound like it's gonna end well. What?
You deserve a lot more than that. You deserve the world, and I'm excited to support you and be there for you every day moving forward.
What? Why do you say those? Just propose. Don't put us through that. I hated that. Ah. Yay! Yay, dead trees! Yay, mountains! Yay, New Mexico! Yay, scary, weird demon puppet things! Yay, love! Woo!
There's much less thing for me to do. Blake wines.
Will you accept these rules? Yeah. Engaged and riding off into the sunset? Do they know where they're going? So there you go, Blake and Katie are engaged. We got 45 more minutes, so we're gonna hear from one of the exes that abruptly left last episode, and I guess we'll hear from the two of them too.
Katie, I'm gonna open it up to you.
Eek.
I don't even know where to start. I was watching from the back. I never felt that you actually intended to probably ever get engaged together. You know, you're saying that I'm not validating you enough, but it's like you got a first impression rose, you got a first one-on-one, a second one-on-one, every single group. But I'm watching it back. I am giving you validation every single week. And for that hometown to go as perfectly as it did until the very end, and for you to do a 180, I feel like you were looking for the perfect opportunity to escape because you were never ready for an engagement.
Ooh.
Who knows that he's hot and like this is an act. And so paired with those rumors,
Katie's accusing him of going to acting school and using his experience on The Bachelorette to become a better actor.
It's like it is a little bit.
the way you treated me, the way you said that you are so in love with me.
Now I understand why they stretched this to 11.
As if I did something so horrible that you had to leave. Yet when I'm watching back there, you're pretty much admitting like, oh, I just didn't feel the same, and oh, we were just on different pages. Like, you could have just been a man and had a normal conversation instead of being so rude and dramatic and leaving without even saying goodbye.
Now she's saying you were gaslighting me. So we took a commercial break and we're still there with Katie and Greg, and I'm like, let's just end this conversation. Neither of them are doing well here. She's engaged. Let's just move on.
I'm sorry that you questioned, my integrity on the show. And all I got was just a pat on the back after it. I just wanted something real at the end of the day. I just wanted it to be a two-way street, especially at that point in time. Especially where you could see when I was leaving.
Exactly! That's all he wanted. He wanted some sort of response other than, I love looking at your face, when he poured his heart out over at her. None of them handled this well. Greg didn't handle it well. Katie didn't handle it well. And this is literally just a waste of everyone's time, having the two of them sit here and yell at each other. This is just dumb. So, in a nutshell, because we're wrapping up, we're at 11 minutes left in the show, Katie loses the three audience favorite frontrunners, Andrew, Greg, who weirdly was like half villain, half nobody really knows what kind of opinion to have on him, and Michael, who left to be with his son, and I would assume is going to be the next Bachelor next year. And she ends up with Blake, the guy that everybody was kind of like, why is he showing up and we don't want him? So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about this one. On one hand, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for Blake. They seem like a great couple on an emotional level, on a romantic level. There's a lot of factors in their relationship that I fear logistically are going to be interesting to see. So, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for Michelle's season. Paradise should be neat. All in all, the brotherhood, the bonding between all the guys was a highlight of the season. The fact that not all of them were total bad words. And she ended up with the one that not really anybody was a huge fan of. And that was about it. It's kind of a bummer how it ended, considering, like I said, all the guys being fan favorites except for Blake, really. Yeah. So, the song they slow danced to on one of their one-on-one dates, they all are lifting up boom boxes, and now she's crying. This is incredibly romantic, despite the fact that I guarantee the producers were like, this is what we're gonna do, guys. This is what we're gonna do. And there's falling roses! What a great ending. Alright, I take all my meh feelings back. This is awesome. I like this ending. I appreciate this. Did they just go to a bunch of Goodwills to get those moon boxes? Because it's not like something you could pick up at Best Buy. Whatever. So that's it from me. That's it from Katie and Tasha. From Caitlin and Tasha.
That got confusing this time around. See you back again in October for Ryan Watches The Bachelorette on a Bike. Michelle's season. I'm going to drop in, get some reactions to Paradise. Just not as consistently. Gonna take a little bit of a break, but I'm excited. Paradise should be really fun to watch. Peace!